Hey, what's up, friends? It's time once again for the quick tip of the day. Today's tip actually is going to go back a tad. If you remember, we talked about using the fade option or fade edit in Photoshop, where we hit the Control Shift and the F key. Brings up a fade option. I mentioned in that video that I have assigned my F6 key as a hotkey and created an action to go with that key. So I'm going to go ahead and the question is how do we create an action, and then how do you assign it to a function key, an F key? So okay, I can do that for you. Here we have a model. We have a great image of a model here. We're going to zoom in. You can see that she has a beauty mark as well. So just for the sake of demonstration, we're going to go ahead and take out that beauty mark. So the first thing we want to do is we want to come over to our actions palette. We want to create a new action. That's what this little page with the tip turned. That's what that is. We're going to call this fade 50%. Now here at the time of creation, you can go ahead and tell it where to set it. So do I want my default actions? Do I want it in my this session action set? Where do I want to put it? So you can place it there by clicking on that. You can also then assign it the function key at this time. You can go F6, F7. Let's just say for argument's sake, we're going to go with F7. So I've assigned this fade 50% to the F7 key. Now, if you're also the type that uses buttons instead of the full frame actions, you can assign it a color. So you can assign it any one of those colors as well at the time. As well as the function key, you can also make it to where you have to hit the shift key and the function key to make it work. The control key and the function key, or the control shift and function key. So it gives you some nice variety if you've filled up your function keys. So anyway, when I press record, the action is going to go ahead and start. Press record. Down here you can see the universal symbol for recording, a red dot. So now my action is ready to go. It's ready to receive whatever steps I put into it. So we're going to go ahead and take the healing brush tool. We're going to go ahead and take out the beauty mark. Now we know from the long form of the action, the fade tool is actually under edit. And then fade would be a shift control F. You can see right there. Brings up my fade function. Take it down to 50%. I click OK, and then I press the stop button, which is a square button right here. Okay, now I have a fade 50% action. It's located at my F7 key, as indicated right here at the far right of your action. Now let's say that I didn't go ahead and assign it a key. I did the action and I was really excited about it, loved it, but didn't assign it at the point of creation. No problem. Up here in the Actions palette, we have the Preferences menu. We can click that right up there. We can drop down to Action Options, and we bring up that same dialog box where we can tell it where we want it to go, give it what color, as well as assign it a function key. So once we've assigned it a function key, we can now press OK. So now I know that my F7 is now my fade key. So I can go back 2 steps. I can go ahead and, for demonstration, and now I'm just going to hit my F7 key. Boom, faded 50%. So there you go, friends. How to set up an action, how to assign it a hotkey, both the long form, short form, time of creation, after the fact. I hope you found this tip useful. It works for many Photoshop steps. So continue to create actions, make them shortcuts. It'll cut your workflow down tremendously. So thank you again for joining in. We'll catch you next time.